Hello, this is Liberty Mark 222. I was watching some videos on the situation in Syria. Now, I'm not a fan of Syria. I'm not a fan of Assad. His dad was a really cruel dictator, and I think what they've got thousands of foreign troops foreign freedom fighters, so-called freedom fighters, in Syria right now, and they got U.S. troops on the border of Jordan now. You got the the Turkish military massing up tens of thousands of troops, lots of tanks. The Syrians are putting their tanks on the northern border there. I don't know if they're expecting a invasion or what they're expecting there. But Syria is in a very dangerous situation as far as their sovereignty is concerned. When you got internal guerrilla warfare, and you got troops massing on two sides of your border, and I'm sure Israel's involved with this also. That I mean, if Turkey decides to invade, if they get some kind of a green light from NATO or from the UN, I mean, it would be over in probably a couple days. I don't see Assad escaping from this at all. He'll end up like Muammar Gaddafi. I mean, where can he go? He can't escape anywhere. I guess if he went to Iran, he might be able to escape, and that would be probably a good plan for him. But it's I think I see. I mean, the United States is pushing this thing so much, and Turkey is they're not backing down. They're blocking air flights from Russia to Syria. Now that's a very significant thing. I mean, I'm really surprised that Turkey be willing to anger Russia that way, because Russia supplies a lot of the natural gas to Turkey, and they could shut it down. That's this pipeline that goes through the Black Sea. So, and the Russians, they could easily stir up things with the Kurds in eastern Turkey. So, it's a really dangerous game what's going on. I could see a huge regional conflict. And also, Iran, they've been putting Hezbollah in eastern Turkey, and I'm sure that they've got all sorts of people that could stir up a lot of trouble in eastern Turkey for them. So I'm really surprised that Turkey's sticking their neck out this way against Syria. I don't know what. I don't know what's prompting this exactly. I guess I think about 80% of Syria is Sunni. So, I mean, I'm sure they'd get a lot of local support to get a Sunni type leadership in there. The Alawi leadership is very tenuous. So I think that's what they want to do, is get a Sunni type leader in Syria. I mean, I was watching YouTube, and there's a video of a map of Turkey, and it showed it taking part of Iraq and also Syria. So I think Turkey's got they've got designs to take over quite a bit of land, and maybe that's what is. Maybe they got promised to have some land by the United States, especially in northern Iraq, because they have those big oil fields near Kirkuk. There's I think it's Erbil. Those all around there, they got huge oil fields, and Turkey has the kind of military. I think they're like the 7th largest or most powerful military in the whole world. You have like the United States, Russia, China, India, and I think Turkey's right behind them there. They've got a big military, but they got a pretty big air force too, and a fairly big, Marines or ships, or I don't know what do you call it, the Navy. So, I'm really surprised that. I mean, I think Russia would have to send a strong signal out that they would defend Syria, or else this regime is going to be toast in probably a week or so. I'm thinking. I mean, it might be a week, 2 weeks. It doesn't take very long for these kind of things. I mean, this country is not that big. It's a beautiful country. But it's one of the few countries that's not controlled by the New World Order, and I think that's part of the whole game. Iran, Syria, North Korea, maybe they're not controlled by the New World Order people, and so they probably want to knock out Syria real bad, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happened within the next week or two. So anyway, this is Liberty Mark 222. Have a good Sunday. We'll see you. God bless.